Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dogelore the podcast. I'm a Kirby, better known as Anthem of Sirens on YouTube. Everybody else, please introduce yourselves now.
I am Solomon Soviet Penguins Hales. I'm a classic member of this grand green podcast.
Hell yeah.
I've went through. I am no longer. I am free. I am several months free from the FNF Spurgium, and now I've lived to bring live, laugh, love to this world.
Okay, you can wrap it up now because we got more people. Everybody else, who are you? Who are
What's
you?
up, guys? This is Biscuit Boy 1776, certified Jesus lover, and also other stuff too, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, for a second I thought there was another carbon monoxide leak like what happened last time. That's why we couldn't do a podcast last time because there was a leak and I think Swiss died.
Yeah, rest in peace. The Swiss is in critical
It's so
condition
tragic.
right now. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers, please.
The most tragic thing since that one time the podcast studio burned down.
Yeah,
It was Dust who burnt it down.
Duster burned it down. It's like, yeah, Duster burned our last studio down. The next one we had a freaking carbon monoxide leak.
Yeah, we had to spend a lot. Thanks for all because of all the OnlyFans money and donations, and also advertisements we did, alongside we have been able to build a beautiful podcast studio using all the money that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to all of our investors.
Yo, shout out to the Patreon.
Shout out to
Bringing in 10K weekly. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
You're helping
All right,
me
now
afford
we got
my
one more guy to
Jordans.
introduce. Who is
Last
this?
and definitely least, I'm Crusades. I think all you guys already know me. I'm the reason if a podcast gets taken down for violating YouTube terms of service, it's probably me. All of my opinions are of my own and do not reflect that of the Department of Defense.
Thank you, Crusades.
Yes. And anything he says does not reflect on the ideologies of me.
My views are of my own. They do not reflect those of all of the Dogelore the podcast members. They do not reflect those of the Department of Defense, as previously said, for legal reasons, I have to say. And Shiba Inu.
Hell yeah, Shiba Inu.
They officially do not represent the opinions of the FBI, but they do actually represent the policies of the FBI.
I hate the Antichrist.
Yo, me too.
I think gnomes are real, and I hate the social contract.
Oh my gosh, you think gnomes are real? So do I!
Wasn't gnome hunting revealed to just be a giant psyop for Jews?
What?
I'm not too fond of them either, but...
Oh my gosh.
No,
you guys talking about gnomes makes me think about the first Phineas and Ferb episode where Doofenshmirtz is like, a gnome? He's like, Perry the Platypus?
Perry the Platypus?
Are there gnomes in Phineas and
Alex the Lion?
I'm thinking, no, never mind. I'm thinking of the first episode of Gravity Falls. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. I didn't think the gnomes were so. I just stole gnomes from Wow Mao. I stole the gnomes are real thing from Wow Mao.
Well, now that I think about it, Disney Channel be putting gnomes in the first episode of every TV show.
Yeah.
And then you look at the last name of all the major, Disney executives, and you're maybe they're gnomes.
Oh no! Jesus Christ!
Oh.
We're not even a minute in.
They're all gnomes.
No.
They're all gnomes. It all makes sense.
The gnomes are real. No.
We're already
we all know
we're not even 5 minutes. We're not even
anti-gnome. And so when they wake him up from cryostasis, he's not going to be very happy with the gnome-centric culture that company currently has.
Hey, did you guys' computers just let you know that there's a missile lock on you too?
There's a what?
a missile
Did you guys' computers also let you know that there's a missile lock on us?
Oh, that was me. Sorry, press the wrong
What
button.
if you die? I don't want to die. I just started going back to school. Please, I'm getting my life together. Tyler Durden, have mercy.
Is that a assassin
Red Durst?
outside the window?
Biscuit?
I said Tyler
Wait, what?
Durden. Tyler Durden.
They're gonna assume that we're Hamas members. They're gonna assume that we're Hamas members. I swear.
No,
We are
no,
not.
I
Oh, and
was.
in that case,
I'm not.
if they think that's us, then we'll be safe. Because yeah,
So true.
That's true. Speaking of which, do we want to jump into one of our topics we
wait, hold
mentioned
on.
in our
If
pre-recording?
they think we're Hamas members, the FBI will send us a fat check.
Oh, fuck yeah! We'll get those like pallets of like AKs they stole from the Soviets back in Afghan, and then we'll get all
Yeah.
that.
And then we'll
bullshit.
proceed to not do acts of terrorism and just get free stuff. And then the FBI will be like,
Hell yeah.
"Oh dang, they got us."
FBI, give us
Dude,
free
no.
shit.
It would be so
Can we-
cool if the CIA gave me a free pre-1986 Type 56 Norinco AK. That would be so cool.
Didn't like the Rinko get like barred from like
Yeah.
selling to the U.S. because they got caught selling rocket
Uh-huh.
launchers to like the hood?
Well, no, it's because we just stopped taking firearm imports from China.
Oh, I
Makes
thought they were
sense,
like.
I
I
guess.
remember hearing a story that they were selling grenade launchers to like niggas in the hood, and I was like, that sounds funny.
Mhm.
They gave Soviet a free grenade launcher.
You got a free grenade launcher? That's so cool, man.
That's so
I
epic.
wish. I would. I don't know who I would use it against though.
Jeb.
Man, Jeb. I would. I would be. I would not use it against Jeb. I did give him Raven team leader once, so like. I think me and Jeb are like pretty cool. I think.
Don't talk
Yeah.
about Raven team leader. You'll summon Crypt.
Hey.
Oh gosh.
Raven, if you say Raven team leader, actually, I don't remember Crypt ever. I mean, he probably like.
I've
doing
mostly
over
seen
there.
Jeb thirsting for Raven team leader, not Crypt.
I mean,
Have
is
you
he
guys
wrong?
ever played Fortnite with Crypt?
Honestly, no, I've never played Fortnite with
I
Crypt.
have not. I played. All I remember of Fortnite with Crypt is that he's just a giant contrarian and played it after its initial popularity, just because he was just that big of a controversy.
Well, so Crypt likes to do non YouTube friendly things in Fortnite when he downs a Raven team leader.
I can't imagine what
Uh-oh.
they are.
Uh-oh.
This emote combo is shocking players.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ! What's funny is I literally have like most of the furry like Fortnite skins.
That's
the only
bad.
furry
That's
Fortnite
bad.
skins I got are Paradise Meowscles and that one Christmas one. Those are the only Fortnite. Those are the only furry Fortnite
I
skins
have like
got.
I literally have like literally most of them. I am not kidding. I have fucking Highwire.
The only furry Fortnite skin I'd probably buy is the polar bear one because I love polar bears. That's about it, really.
I think
Wasn't
I don't know.
I thought that was a battle pass skin, wasn't it?
No, it was not.
No, it did come
Actually,
to the battle pass. It's on the item. It gets in the item shop, but unfortunately, I only have 500 V-Bucks.
I gifted Jeb that.
You haven't been grinding Save the World, or did you get Save the
I
World?
don't have
after?
Save the World. In fact, I've been trying to focus more on my creative output. Like like I said last week, I helped with a short film, and I'm working on a big ass video game review. So yeah, prepare for a lot of major autism. Oh my.
Anyways,
Oh,
think we
Crusade. So Crusade.
go ahead.
Did you have a topic?
I was gonna say we should maybe get into our topics instead of just
Yeah, we
talking
got
about
several.
Fortnite.
So do we want to go with a news story that just recently happened, the industry story, or a frequently recurring topic that I just found a song for, just to play when we transition?
Flip a coin.
Heads.
I was hoping you would pick.
Okay, we'll flip a coin. Hang on, let me flip a coin generator. Okay.
Here, check this out. Ready?
Okay, I got it.
Oh.
So, wait, heads for what? Tails for what? And there's like 3 options. Hang on.
Here, read them off in order, and I'll have Siri pick a number between 1 and 3.
Okay, so we got the Aaron Bushnell story, the video game crash story, and then e-celeb news that we missed. Did you get all that?
In that order, we're gonna have Siri pick 1 and 3.
Okay.
Hey Siri,
Wait,
pick a number between 1 and 3. Siri said 2.
All right, 2 was the video game crash. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we might be experiencing a huge crash in the video game industry because there's proof of this because several video game companies are laying off like hundreds of employees, and which is weird because last year was like a really good year for video games. Like you had Armored Core, Super Mario Wonder, Atomic Heart, Ghost Runner 2, Mortal Kombat 1 was fun. So I was like, what's going on, man? Like, why? I mean, actually, there's been a bunch of bullshit going on in the industry lately. So, like,
I will say, like, people have issues with Mortal Kombat 1s, mostly for the system where you have to buy, the skin system.
oh yeah,
It's like, you have, that's, like, the main, and, like, also, like, having to pay, like, $10 for a single fatality, and, like, really, like...
Wait, you have to pay to use fatality?
It was a seasonal fatality.
Oh my god!
And it was like a Halloween 3 reference, I think. And what happened was that it caused so much fucking backlash that they were like, okay, you could buy 3 seasonal fatalities once they come out for that $10.
Oh yeah, MK1, Mortal Kombat 1's a fun game, but it's been suffering from so much like suffering from so much like Western game dev bullshit. Like it costs like a ton of memory on your card. And of course, like it's not really a battle pass, but it's like a little skin pass, character pass.
They hit all the women with the ugly stick.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, it's so true. I mean, that's so true. Like, here's the thing: in Mortal Kombat 1, it's a really fun game, but like it just has everything going against it.
You know what they should do? Okay, low key, like I know this is like I know how they can do what they could do to fix it. So you know how in MK9 did the same thing where you have a bunch of towers and like you have this really long tower, and once you finish it, you have to fight practically like all the bosses from the campaign at once. And once you finish that, you get practically a naked Melina skin. I think adding a naked Melina skin will greatly improve.
I like Katana better. I like Katana better.
I don't play fighting games, but I think every guy can appreciate fat tits.
Exactly. If it's okay, I mean Katana too. However, Melina is like it's like a different spice. It's like a different kind of spice. Katana is like it's like vanilla almost, but I will respect.
Doesn't Melina have like a demon mouth or something?
Yeah, that's like her whole thing. She's like has a really fucked up mouth throughout the series. However, it's like a bear trap, but like better. You have to trust the process, bro. You have to trust the process.
I don't know. I'm sorry if my taste is basic. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, we fit China.
You good?
Sophie, you
This is
okay?
what happens when you cook people. Come on,
Jeez
Sophie.
Louise.
But yeah, like
the Tarkat is killing me.
because who's been your favorite character to play in MK1? Assuming you played it.
Oh, really turned
I have
into
not
Walter
played
White there for a
MK.
minute.
I have not played MK1.
Okay, I've only played it at a friend's house. I've only played it at a friend's place, so that's my experience.
I wish I was able to. Dude, the fatalities in that game are actually at least so
Dude,
good.
the fatalities are pretty freaking cool. Like, I just now start getting into Mortal Kombat because of MK1. Oh yeah, Crusades. I think you'll really love Reptile's fatality at MK1.
Oh my! Of course you would say that. Of course you would say that where he fucking eats his opponent like almost.
Yeah, he literally vores his opponent, then spits out his bones.
You didn't have to go there. You really didn't have to go there.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah,
so
that's
sorry. I am so sorry.
This is my problem with Mortal Kombat. This is my
I
problem.
am so sorry.
I never was really into the series, but like they be kind of out of pocket. All the finishers are like way too nasty for no reason.
Crusades. I will cut that out. I am so sorry.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. It's funnier if you leave it in.
Are you sure? Because you said you didn't have to go there, man. Like, are you sure?
Nah, it's funnier if you leave it in.
Okay, I did not mean that. I'm so sorry. I didn't.
I wasn't taking offense to it. I was laughing. We're good.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, we're all good. Okay, fun. Okay.
Yeah. Also, like, can you like? Oh, all the fatalities are too crazy. That's like literally the point, though. Like nobody wants boring fatalities.
Well, wasn't it like the original Mortal Kombat? You just like pull the dude's spine out or something like that.
Yeah, it was simple. I mean, it was simple stuff, but
I mean,
like
Mortal Kombat's always been cartoony. I mean, cartoony in terms of its fatality.
I guess that is kind of the point.
Yeah.
As long as it pisses off middle-aged white women, I don't like middle-aged white women.
Yeah, but
White women in general
nowadays, it's you have to piss off the Twitter crowd. That's the
like,
new spice.
Pissing off the Twitter crowd is so easy.
Well, Twitter gets pissed off by everything. Twitter hates it when people enjoy things. Twitter genuinely hates it when people enjoy things.
Yeah, I just don't use Twitter, so I don't.
Good. But yeah, the gaming crash, like a lot of people believe a video game crash is coming. Do y'all agree?
Well, think about all the slop
That'd be
that is
nice.
released. All the slop that's released recently, like that Suicide Squad game that everyone's been hating on for months.
Mm-hmm.
That Avatar game recently, there's kind of shit. There's been a whole lot of games that have come out that are just bad.
What about Persona 3 Reload?
I have never played a Persona game. I'm gonna be honest.
I've only played 5. It was nice. Persona 3. Some people like it, some people don't like it, but it seems to be doing numbers. And I guess Atomic Heart actually sold pretty well. I noticed because when I went to go pick it up at the GameStop, I got the last copy.
Didn't that game come out like two years ago now?
1 year actually. But everyone but it wasn't really a flop. But like, yeah, a lot of I think for me, I think it really has to do with just how lackluster the AAA games have been lately.
I mean, true. However,
Activision said they would delay Call of Duty for another 4 years, but then they're like, nah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3. So the problem with Modern Warfare 3, I don't know if you guys have heard about engagement optimized matchmaking. Right?
Go on.
So there was a paper published a few years ago, and Activision, filed a patent for the system. So what it does is the way skill-based matchmaking, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that, but it kicks you in the dick even more. So like if you're doing too well in a game, it'll like fuck up your hit detection, so your shots won't register because you're doing too well. You'll get aim resist, so like your crosshair will drift away from the guy you're shooting at.
That's like
if you're doing too well. It'll put you in lobbies above what your like normal skill level is, just so you get stomped on.
Yeah.
So like, what's the point of that? Just to like.
So they've figured out that you're not having fun, but somehow like you're in the game longer because that game sucked, but this next game, because of skill-based matchmaking, will do better. And they figured out that if you're playing the game longer that way, you spend more money on skins.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, and the shame is that I would totally like to play with Nicki Minaj and fucking COD. That sounds funny as shit.
I don't know. I think once they started
Dante no, they should add Neon White. Neon White,
well,
like any like.
Once they made COD like Fortnite, that was just kind of like
yeah, I agree. Like, dude,
I
COD
agree.
should have never been Fortnite. COD should have stayed COD because back in the day, Call of Duty was the trendsetter, not the trend chaser.
So the next COD, Gulf War, they've leaked the campaign, and you know how every game is doing that whole like open world shit now. Like every game has become Far Cry 3.
Oh, fuck,
really? With if you think about like every game has the open world, light RPG elements, crafting and that kind of shit. Every game has just become like even the last Halo campaign was that like. Open world.
Yeah, Halo Infinite was like open world. The grappling hook looked fun.
They're making the next COD campaign like an open world fucking.
I mean, it'll finally answer all the like the 2011 criticisms going, oh, it's just the same thing over and over again. It'll finally.
The thing is, I play COD for a linear, like Hollywood movie campaign. I don't like
Fair enough.
Modern Warfare 3 campaign didn't have any like the cool set pieces that the older COD campaigns had, right?
Yeah.
Like think about older COD campaigns. You can pick missions that you like specifically remember for something fucking cool happening in that mission.
Yeah.
Like in Black Ops 2, there's the nightclub level and all that. Like in Modern Warfare 2, no Russian. There's all these like iconic moments in the lineage.
And then Modern Warfare 3, the mission where spoiler alert for an old ass game, Soap dies.
Yeah, so like in the new Modern Warfare 3, it was like Warzone. They made the campaign into Warzone instead of an actual campaign.
That's insane.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
and the Gulf War, the next game, is going to have that, but even worse. And people really did not like those Warzone, quote unquote open missions.
That's a shame. Hey, you played Black Ops 2, right, Crusades?
But I do have the original Black Ops 2. In 2025, they're remaking Black Ops 2.
Oh my! That is one of my favorite CODs. Don't fuck this up, Activision. Activision, do not fuck this up.
And Activision bought out by Microsoft, and I think it was like the one of the like lead executive of Xbox was like, yeah, all this skill-based matchmaking stuff is kind of stupid. So there's hope. There's a very small sliver of hope. But
actually, wait. I just want to say, I just remembered it. Sorry, go on. I was gonna say it's Activision, so they might fuck it up. But at the same time,
they got bought out. You have to remember,
by Microsoft.
They got bought out. But that's what I was getting at. Like one of like the head Xbox executives was like, "Hey, all this like matchmaking stuff you guys are putting in is kind of stupid." So there's hope. There is a very small silver lining.
Yeah. However, Halo sucks. And like,
I actually haven't played Halo Infinite. Is it that bad?
I have not played Halo. I have not played.
I don't
Halo.
know exactly.
All right, so with Halo, here we go.
With Vanguard, where it's like, because I will say, I would be a liar if I said that I didn't find COD Vanguard fun. I enjoyed playing the game. However, its issue was the campaign was fucking cheeks.
I heard I didn't play Vanguard, but I saw the campaign was bad, and I saw the multiplayer. So they added like a laser gun into a World War II game, and like all that shit. And I was like, there will never be a World War II game. There will never be a World War II game like COD World at War ever again.
So I'm gonna say this: like, fucking, if you sat down and played Vanguard, you would probably like go to your room, get that Teams 1911, and shoot yourself. Fucking,
I took the team scripts off.
No, not the team scripts.
Why the fuck would you take the
team scripts?
I took the team scripts off a long time ago.
Oh shit!
Why?
I forgot.
I thought we've been over this in like 3 times.
By the way,
I did get a new 1911 recently.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, so check this out.
I'll put that in
Halo.
the chat.
Go on, Biscuit.
I never really played Halo, like any of the campaigns. Like I would play like matches with people like at friends' houses and stuff, but I never like got into it. And then like I don't know, last week somehow it kind of was coming up in conversation of like, oh yeah, the Halo game stories were really great, and the people were talking about how the TV show was really bad and all this jazz. And so we're talking about all this, and I was like, well, where would you start if you were watching the games? Because I'm like, people publish like the game cutscene compilations on YouTube as like movies. I'm like, where would you start in the series? And someone was like, oh, you start in Halo Reach because that's where it starts like chronologically. I'm like, all right,
technically.
So I went and ended up watching all the way through Halo 5, all the cutscene movies, and I was like, dang, this is a great story. And then I started Halo Infinite.
Reach, but I never finished it. It was fun.
Reach was one of my favorite games on the 360.
Yeah, I played Reach for hours with friends at their houses. We would like make worlds in Forge mode and then battle it out. It was awesome.
Yep. I guess more can going on topic of the gaming crash. Like a lot of like Sony and Microsoft seem to be the most cynical people when it comes to their console releases as of lately. I don't know what it is, or maybe that's just the entire zeitgeist.
Aren't they basically like saying like, oh yeah, the PS5 is like at its like twilight years, guys?
Yeah, but that shit got been out for like 3 years though. It's like that's not a good life cycle. Like it needs to go longer. Sony, you had a lot of people buying the PS5, but wait, PS3 or PS5?
PS5.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard PS3. I had PS3, but like this PS5 has only been out for like 3 years. That's not a good life cycle. Like,
Exactly.
support that shit. Like, Nintendo supported the Wii U for like a good 5 to 6 years before releasing the Switch.
And
You know, I'll admit
nobody bought it.
Even after they released the Switch, the Wii U, they supported it for a while, even though it was their least well-performing console.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah,
the
nobody
I'll be
PS5 like
honest. The Wii U,
PlayStation's
I
best
loved
console.
it, but it like Nintendo did it dirty, man. Nintendo did the Wii U dirty.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
the
like
console
I've
itself was great. It's just people hated it for no reason.
I mean, it was just Nintendo. Just they didn't market it well enough. They got like they because like Nintendo they when they introduced the Wii U, people thought it was like a fucking like it was just the
An
gamepad,
add-on.
nothing else. But then when like 2 years into the console's life cycle, they kept catering to the family market, which by the way, the family market moved on to mobile gaming.
Well, you
Yeah.
also have to remember the family
But to
market
be
is
fair-
Nintendo's target demographic.
That is true, actually. But then, like when the Switch came out, it's like, oh shit, this is actually a portable console that's more powerful than an iPad. And
Yeah,
they did just, yeah, they still marketed to the families, but like when they released the showcase show, they gave it to the most casual person, you know, someone who had a life. They took the thing wherever they went.
yeah. And like I will say about the Wii U, for the most part, you could play pretty much anything on just a gamepad. Like you didn't need the TV
Oh,
unless you're doing
absolutely,
multiplayer, which you would need the TV for multiplayer anyways for any
yeah.
console, but not
My
just the Switch.
brother,
Like, but you were limited to just the house, but you could like if you wanted to. Like I would play the Wii U on road trips. I would just plug it into the car, and then not even need a TV screen. I would just use the gamepad.
hell yeah. I remember one time my brother was playing Skyrim on the TV, and I just played Super Mario 3D World on my gamepad, Wii U gamepad.
Yeah,
That was fun. Yeah.
Super Mario 3D World was goated.
That was the Cat
such a good
Mario.
game.
That was the Cat Mario. That was a good game. That was a good game.
as Shane Dawson once said, there's nothing better than being inside a cat.
Oh my gosh. So that makes me want to transition to one of our topics, but I'm gonna say this. I do believe this year won't be a good year for gaming, and there may be a lot of stumbles since we're already seeing a lot of people get laid off. But I do believe next year, and maybe this is just the internet. I mean, I'm not really a Nintendo fanboy as much as I was back in the day, but I do believe the Switch 2 will. I do believe gaming's going to get back up on its feet because of with a bunch of people getting laid off. I think the AA, the lesser known titles and the indies will still make bank, and then game companies will try and restructure themselves. Oh, and next year Nintendo will be releasing the Switch 2. It has been confirmed. It's been noted that Switch 2 may come out next year.
Did they release any info about the Switch 2?
The graphics, like I don't want to sound like a total chud, but like, what's gonna be the fucking graphics of that thing? Because when MK1 came out on the Switch, it's like it was notorious for looking like shit, and that like people.
Switch 1, I think Switch 1 still has like Xbox 360 level graphics, so I'm gonna say maybe PS4 Pro, and if I'm being super generous, like maybe Series X. That's just me being generous.
I will say to give the Switch credit, as long as you're if you're in handheld mode, it doesn't need to have great graphics because the screen is so small. It doesn't matter if you made the graphics like insanely good; it wouldn't look much better than how they are now. So
That's
it already
true.
looks great. Like the OLED kind of improves the only thing that it would need, which is just OLED technology. So darks look darker, which is cool. And I actually have an OLED Switch because I got it for $1. But
how'd you get that for $1?
I saw an ad that was like Nintendo Switch $1, and I'm like, all right.
Was it Temu?
It's probably a scam, but it's $1. I don't care if I lose $1, and if I do actually get it, which is like super unlikely, but if I do actually get it, then I get to tell everyone that I got a Switch for $1 forever. Like that's awesome.
Holy
that's a great
shit.
story. So I did it, and I got it. I was like super surprised.
That like honestly, like I almost want to say proof. Like live stream it. Show us the proof.
The proof is in the living room.
You can go get it, and I'll post it in our community tab. After the podcast, go get it, take a photo, and I'll post it in our community tab.
Anyway, so I wanted to talk about the layoffs really quick. So Twitch,
yeah, talk about the layoffs.
So Twitch had a bunch of layoffs, right? And that also came out with it leaked from Amazon executives that Twitch has never been profitable ever. Like Twitch is bleeding Amazon money.
How is that? How is Twitch not profitable? It gets like a ton of people and a ton of members. Like, how is it not profitable? It's like one of the most biggest streaming platforms ever.
Somehow it is bleeding money.
But how? How? Like, what did they say? Like, what's the reason? What's the cause? I mean, I think we can chalk it down to like a couple of people leaving Twitch altogether because of the stupid rules. So that's definitely one factor. But what about the rest of it? That clearly. Sorry, go on.
Kick is becoming practically just the refugee zone for people who don't want to adhere to Twitch rules, or people who just Kick, which is like the next big streaming site. That's like.
I thought Rumble was the next big streaming site.
What happened to Rumble?
So they are shutting down Twitch in South Korea. I thought
your mom was the next biggest streaming site.
Whoa. But anyways, what were you saying?
So there's an article I'm reading here about it. So they're shutting down Twitch in South. They're shutting down Twitch in South Korea. I'll put this article I'm reading in the channel. It doesn't say anything about like why. It's just saying like the CEO is like, hey, we're fucking losing money. We're sinking.
Yeah, I'd say get better guidelines and.
What I've heard people talking about is because like all that money that comes in, they just pay out to their their streamers, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming they actually pay Twitch Jannies.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, because Twitch could say they will ban you for the most basic fucking shit.
Yeah, so they laid off like 35% of their staff. They're bleeding money, and it's kind of funny, kind of sad.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about this before, but all those people, like there was a guy I was in high school with whose like only life plan was, I'm just gonna become a Twitch streamer. And it's like,
oh my gosh.
A
lot of people get pulled into Twitch and YouTube and all that like content creation stuff because they see all the people at the top and they don't see all the millions of channels at the bottom. The meme about Twitch is that there's more streamers than viewers.
Dude, honestly, I don't really watch a lot of Twitch streams, really. I mean, even if I do, I can't help but just
Twitch
try and
peaked in 2020 because no one had anything to do. So like, you can just go on a stream in the background.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, considering how I keep hearing nothing but bad things about Twitch, I won't be surprised if it just shuts down for good.
So way back in the day, you had to be playing a video game to even like stream on Twitch, and then they made so you could be
IRL.
So then they made it so you could be a cam whore on Twitch, and then recently the big Twitch controversy was that like they allowed quote unquote artistic nudity.
Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah,
and so a bunch of people are like, "Yo, hold on."
Wait, sorry, go on.
You also have to remember, Twitch's main audience, the most of the viewers on Twitch are children.
Mm-hmm.
So they got, it was a big thing because they were literally showing porn to kids at that point.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. It was like they immediately backtracked on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think they backtracked on it so quick because legally they had to.
Yeah, they had to fucking do it. I mean, then again, you do get people asking female streamers to show their feet, so I don't know if that even counts. That's like
trick or treat.
Did Twitch crack down on that shit? I
don't know. But the line between ChatterBait and Twitch is very blurred.
It is, yeah, it is very fucking blurred. I have never been on ChatterBait, but I agree with you.
It's becoming very blurred.
It's becoming what? Soviet? It's becoming what? Soviet?
He muted it. I don't know. You're never going to hear me, crying about Amazon losing money. Oh no, the biggest company in the world is bleeding money. Oh wow,
Jeff Bezos is wiping his tears with million dollar bills.
Yeah, while he's riding around in his fucking spaceship.
Yeah.
Like, oh no,
he's like that meme from Zombieland where Woody Harrelson's crying with money.
It's like, oh no, I lost $100, and then he wipes his tears with like a rack or something.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not just the game industry laying off people. The tech companies have been doing a lot. Like Twitch, not Twitch, Discord actually laid off a lot of people.
Let's go. Discord going down. Let's go.
Rest in peace, Discord.
I mean,
you like the article?
you remember the whole like it went viral around last year of it was like TikToks of like, mostly like, women who just work at these big tech companies and they don't actually do anything. Yeah, I'm sure all you guys saw that big thing. It was that there's that one girl who worked at LinkedIn, and her video went viral because she showed her work day where she does nothing, and it turns out there's a lot of those employees at those major tech companies are just people sitting around doing nothing. They're like the beautiful ones from the Rat Utopia experiments.
Fuck. That's insane. Wait, the Rat Utopia experiments. Explain that.
I mean, the Mass Utopia experiments. You've never heard of those?
Not really.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it was back in the 50s. Post World War II, everyone was doing all kinds of crazy science shit. This one,
Yeah.
I forget the researcher's name, but he built this big, like city for mice, and he gives them everything that they'd ever like, all the food, water, and all that stuff they could ever want. Then like. Within
basically, they monitor them 24/7 to watch how the social dynamics go down,
and then
the whole turns into the most disgusting thing ever, really fast.
Like the whole mouse society, just like like all like like rats and mice. Even animals do have like a social hierarchy. That all just fell apart.
Yeah,
like really quick.
Yeah.
So the beautiful ones were males that would just like do nothing. They would spend like most of their time just grooming themselves and sitting there. They wouldn't go out for food anymore. They would just sit there and wait.
That's crazy.
There's a down the rabbit hole video on it. I think it's about like an hour long.
Shit, yeah, I saw that in the video in the video feed, but I never watched it. I gotta catch up on down the rabbit hole because he made a video about Eve Online, and I didn't watch the Austrian wine poisoning video either.
Definitely recommend the Mouse Utopia video because
I'll definitely watch it. I tried watching his video on the Final Fantasy house, but apparently the too long didn't apparently it was just run by a completely sociopathic person who would like bulge in fandoms and say, "Oh, I'm starting a house for fans of this thing. Oh yeah, we're also gonna abuse you as well."
And then it got worse from there. But anyways, so like all these tech workers were just I've gone on that tangent about mice. All these like quote unquote tech workers, they weren't actually doing anything. And all these tech companies, like Google, LinkedIn, like the one from the video, they all provide like in-office food and like ping pong tables and like arcade rooms in their offices. So you don't actually have to do any work. You just you walk into the office, you clock in, and then you just sit there on your phone and dick around for 8 or 9 hours.
That's not work. That is like a diet vacation.
That's basically that was the whole like thing people got up in arms about is because they'd watch these people, these.
I mean, when I was working my retail job, I was just like I felt like that scene from Parasite where he's like driving the woman and just like what's his name? I can't remember, but the main guy from Parasite's just looking very bitter while driving. Have you seen that image?
I can't say I have, but.
All right. Well, I think the audience will know what I'm talking about, but it's basically used by a lot of like people who are just completely disgruntled with like the upper class and shit.
So it was all these like upper class, people getting paid like 70, 80,000, 70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year to show up and do nothing and have nothing to do with the company.
To play the devil's advocate, if I was working and I got shit for that, I would have said, okay, guys, the reason why we don't do anything is because the tech works fine. And every time we make a new update, people complain. It's like, well, don't fix what it ain't broke. But that being said, those people are that is not fucking work of what they're doing. That is not fucking work right there.
Well, and then once these companies started losing money, they're like, oh shit, we have all this bloat, all these people that sit around and don't do anything. So all these people getting laid off are all the people who really sat down and don't do anything. So you're left with just the code monkeys who sit there in shrimp posture 12 hours a day coding the website.
Yeah. What do those tech people even do? I mean, like, what do they even do to get into Google in the first place? Like, what is their? How do those people that do jack diddly crap even do to get into Google?
You get some like bullshit college degree, and you tote the company line, and you get like a middle management HR position where you sit there and do nothing, and that's kind of it.
Fuck. Damn, that sucks. Yeah.
Right.
Well, HR, you don't do nothing. You sit there
headphones.
and you respond to emails. Susan from accounting hurt my feelings, and that does not make me feel comfortable in this work environment. What are you gonna do about that?
Honestly, like HR.
Hello, Susan. This is Todd from HR. Janet said that you hurt her feelings. Could you please tell me what happened? Susan replies,
HR is weird.
Now, the cool thing about HR is it only became a thing after World War II, after women entered the workforce, and which no comment. Which also
Understood. Do you want to?
post World War II, and having women enter the workforce, that caused society to structure around a dual income household, so no one's around, no one's around to raise your kids anymore, and everything just kind of falls apart. That's a whole different tangent. That's philosophy. I'm not a philosopher. I'm a mechanic.
I relate. Well, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a philosopher. I'm just a film student.
I'm a guy who pretends to be a yellow dog on the internet.
Based.
A life worth.
And I'm a Kirby. Poyo poyo.
I'm so weird.
Anyway, that's my tangent.
I'm Kanye West.
We love okay. Anyways, okay, should our next topic be Aaron Bushnell or e-celebs, which I got a song to play for that.
I would like to go with the e-celebs.
Okay, I gotta start the tune now.
Toby is a clear example of what happened when you chain smoke Newport.
I have not touched a cigarette has not touched my lips. However, what happened was I during the Breaking Bad.
All right, that was all right. The viewers heard. I'm sorry, I didn't hear. I'll post the song I'm using for our segment because I just played it. I didn't play the whole damn thing. I just played a certain part of it. And Crusades is gonna roll his eyes. But I thought this was funny. I found this funny.
I didn't hear a single note of the song.
I'll stream it. You want me to stream it instead, or do you want me to post a link to it?
That's your call.
Stream it.
All right, let me get to the timestamp. Let me get to the timestamp real quick. Okay, I'm streaming it. All right. So, anyways, this is the song we'll be using the transition next time we have e-celeb drama. I'm gonna play the song. Now.
E-celebs, put your knowledge to the test. Put your two into
Is that
a
Piccolo?
glass and we'll provide the rest. Gaming grumps, DSP, so many celebs to see. John's exit was malicious. Don't be.
Yeah. That's the new song. This will be every time we have e-celeb news. I'm gonna play this song, or at least the part where it goes e-celebs.
That looks like Piccolo.
Okay, but by the way, that was a parody of the VR
this.
guest from Beauty and the Beast. If you guys couldn't recognize that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, who are we talking about?
Well, we missed out on a ton. So, who do we start with? Do we talk about e-celebs that I hate, or an e-celeb that I have no strong feelings for? But I think the current situation that's surrounding him is absolutely bananas.
Let's go over all of that shit, low key. That shit.
Okay, the last one, by the way, is referring to Too Mad.
I don't. Oh yeah, he died. He overdosed on drugs.
Too Mad died, and for some reason, some YouTuber said, "Oh yeah, this guy was a racist, sexist, or whatever." Like, basically, he said Too Mad threatened him or something. Like, that is such a weird thing to. That is such a weird. Oh, what? Oh, okay. That is such a weird. That is like such a weird thing to do. Like after someone died.
I only know him from the "All right, baby, I'll see you tomorrow," and then he falls over. I only know him from that meme.
Yeah.
And then he overdosed on some kind of drugs, which is like,
I mean, yeah, he overdosed on drugs, which terrible way to go, by the way. Like honestly, something was clearly. I'm not. Here's the thing. I don't really. I'm not like a big fan of Too Mad, but I do think it's really, really weird how like the internet is just saying like, because Too Mad said some things, he deserved to die. Like there are people posting rip bozos and people celebrating as this. Like it's like what the? How would you feel if someone did that to you? How would you feel if somebody did that?
However,
to you?
You wouldn't feel anything. You'd be dead.
Exactly. See what happened is now.
Okay, fair enough.
He is. You have to. We have to go to his house. We have to go to his house. Fucking and have to fucking look for the fucking copy of Overwatch fucking 2. Having to deal with the fucking rotten smell. We have to fucking hide that copy. That shit's haunted. That shit's cursed.
Oh,
his soul is in that fucking.
His soul is in the source code.
Okay, but I mean, you got a point. Like, you are dead, you're not going to feel anything, and at the same time, I've made some dark humor about people who died, so that statement's going to bite me back in the ass. I sounded like a Gooby Glob there for a second. Oh, I blame Cat21 rubbing some of his Gooby Globiness onto you. I'm just kidding, Cat21.
Yo,
I love
look at
you.
this.
No
look at this.
homo.
Look at this. Look at this.
All right, fine. Well, hang on. I'm looking. What are we looking at?
So this is the Millennium Falcon for $21 online.
Cool.
Off of a Chinese website, and
all right. By the way, we're gonna. Whoa.
The quality inspection picture. Look at the branding name on there.
Star Wart. Oh my gosh. And it's the fucking sequel trilogy. Of course, it's the sequel trilogy. Of course.
They named it pretty accurately there.
Yeah, but anyways,
what
are your guys' thoughts on Too Mad? What are you guys' thoughts on Too Mad dying?
Oh well.
We have to find his soul. We have to find his fucking soul. We have to destroy that copy to free his soul.
I agree. We gotta find his Overwatch 2 copy. But
Isn't it
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I don't really care for Too Mad's death, but I do think the things surrounding it, like the events that just happened immediately after he died, are just absolutely bananas. Like,
no, I think
Too Mad died. Too Mad actually tried to kill me. It's like, what the fuck? Hold on, this took a complete 180.
I will say,
that's all people bandwagoning.
I think it's kind
that makes sense. Like, by the way, I have a feeling, like I said, a lot of people are gonna bite me ass by saying, "How would you feel if it did that to you?" Because, one of our topics, which we may or may not be going into, I've made fun of someone who
burnt alive.
But that's not our e-celeb. That's not our e-celeb. Do we want to go with that guy, or do we want to talk about the other e-celebs?
Let's go to the other guy, other e-celeb you're rambling about.
All right, so heartwarming. Three of the most annoying e-celebs I dislike are getting roasted and dunked on the internet, and 2 of them are getting roasted and dunked on for completely valid reasons.
So
I don't know what he's talking about.
Is getting dunked on for no reason.
Vosh got exposed.
Oh yeah, he had a bunch of horse porn.
Lolly porn. No, Lolly's getting fucked by horses.
Oh, I thought it was the horse cock thing.
Oh, it was more than horse cock, man. Like, horse cock was just the appetizer to this shit Sunday.
I don't like how you pronounce appetizer when talking about horse cock. I don't.
Well, okay. First of all, first of all,
I don't like how you guys.
I'm talking about first. Here's the thing: the horse cock thing is nothing new. The horse cock thing, but it's the fucking lolly because it's the fucking lolly that got on Vosh's computer.
Repeat that again, because it came off that you were fine with the horses, but like.
First off, I'm not into horses. I do not get the horse cock thing. What I mean by that is everybody knew about Vosh's horse cock obsession due to the Discord DMs.
Yeah, we
knew
that.
The lolly was completely new, and not just any lollies. lollies getting fucked by horses.
Exactly.
It's literally.
Hey
Think of that
guys,
scene from
I'd rather
Berserk if
not
Guts
talk
never
about
showed up
that.
to save the woman. I'm sorry, what's up?
Hey,
What's
hey,
on
chat.
Biscuit?
I'd rather not talk about that if you don't mind. That's kind of nasty.
What the Vosh controversy?
Yeah, that is kind of gross.
Well, yeah, but
Guys-
what he was into, that kind of nasty, and I don't want to really talk about that.
All right, well, we'll try and avoid that. My point is, okay, but here,
We'll
okay,
use-
we're gonna not talk about Lolly or anything, but we are gonna talk about how much of a giant fucking hypocrite he is because there are several streams where he kept saying, "Oh, anime is for pedos and Nazis." The dude is into fucking shit. That's all I'm gonna leave out. Basically, what I'm saying is, Soviet even tweeted this out saying that I was praying for his downfall.
You were, or you prayed for his downfall since day one.
Yeah, kind of. And the reason why I don't like Vosh is because, I don't know, my friends had this weird-ass, like, tanky LARPing phase where they were basically echoing every single fucking
Well, who's playing
online
sounds on the
leftist.
soundboard?
What?
They
No,
were
that was-
basically, they were basically, like, echoing, like, every single terminally online leftist talking point, and they also sucked off Vosh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
No pun intended, by the way. No pun intended. I'm sorry for grossing you out, Biscuit, but just yeah. But yeah, and I guess,
God!
I don't know if this is e-celeb news, but apparently one e-celeb broke into the anime industry to dub an anime. Are you guys familiar with Jello Apocalypse?
Yeah. Yeah. There was that whole thing in like 2018 where he tried to like make a political ad and everyone roasted.
Oh,
him
he
for that.
did. Yeah, he did. Oh shit! Hey, I didn't. I accidentally muted Biscuit. Sorry about that, buddy.
Please vote for.
But
please
yeah,
vote.
yeah. Basically, he was saying like, vote Democrat, or you're a bad person. But apparently, Jello he broke NDA. Jello Apocalypse broke NDA by talking about an anime which he dubbed. Well, he was responsible for the dubbing, but get this, he was being very unfaithful. He thought he was being so clever by pulling a ghost stories and saying like, oh, the original anime was terrible. I fixed it. And then, like, the entire company that contracted him went on damage control and blacklisted him, saying none of his edits made it in. Sorry, guys, please, none of our edits made it in. None of the edits made it in.
Well, I mean that makes sense. You go on saying, "Yeah, I basically sabotaged this show."
Yeah, he did.
Which,
Like,
so I actually saw where a lot of localization is getting done by AI now.
yeah. Yeah, like, because, like, a lot of localizers are just, they're like, they're acting all high and mighty. Like,
I don't know. The only anime I've actually watched recently was season 2 of Goblin Slayer, and that was just kind of okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I'll be honest, as someone who does watch a lot of English dubbed anime, it is worrying to me of what these localizers will do, but at the same time, I haven't run into a bad localization yet. Like, I know I have not watched Dragon Maid Konosuba, but I know that's one of the biggest offenders for how these localizers done fucked up. And
Well,
the guy,
that show's softcore porn, so
well, yeah, fair enough, but like, the point, basically, they basically added like a line that was just, they added a couple lines that just had no reason to be in there. They kept saying, they added like cultural appropriation and patriarchal demands. It's like, why? That's not funny. Oh, and the person responsible for dubbing it, Asmongold, actually streamed a clip of them at a panel saying, "Oh, you people just hate me because I have a vagina." It's like, holy shit, 2016. It's like, you motherfuckers will say, like, any anti-SJW is never left 2016, but there are people who never left 2016 and change sides. Holy shit. Oh, okay, I'm going on schizo.
I don't know. Asmongold is kind of annoying because he's like big friends with Hassan.
Oh, fuck.
Hassan.
Hassan.
I'm coming to kill you in your house in Los Angeles.
I hate to say this, but I hope Hassan does not become DSP because, don't get me wrong. I hate Hassan Piker, and DSP is just as annoying, but DSP...
It would be so funny if he became DSP.
No, here's the thing. DSP doesn't die. DSP will outlive us all. DSP has outlived Rooster Teeth. He's outlived Two Best Friends Play. He's outlived Total Biscuit. And he's gonna outlive Twitch, possibly. So DSP is literally a roach. Like, I mean, here's the thing, though. DSP is a funny failure, whereas Hassan Piker is like this annoying guy that you have to question how the fuck he's even successful.
He's a rich millionaire communist.
Exactly. Exactly.
One of those
the
labels
funny
does
thing
not
about
fit the other. I feel he's the
Like,
type of guy
I'm not
that
saying I want DS. I'm not saying that we should stop attacking DSP. No, DSP is just like I don't like DSP, but just I do think I like him as a meme. I think DSP is funny as a meme.
On that topic, so I was talking to one of my other buddies the other night. He confronted me with the like alternate like alternate universes and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He confronted me with a scenario. He's like, in an alternate timeline, like you're DSP, right? And I was like, fuck.
Oh shit.
There's a timeline out there where Kirby is DSP. There's a timeline out there.
No,
where Kirby is
no, I don't
DSP.
want to be DSP.
No, I don't know who DSP even is.
I don't. Dark Side Phil. Do you know? Sophie, you don't know who DSP is?
No, I don't know who. I'm
Okay,
like,
so DSP is this guy who he's a Let's Player, but he fails at literally every game ever. And it's
So
not.
he's a lolcow. He's a lolcow.
He's a lolcow. He is a classic lolcow. Like, not only is he bad at video games, but he is just so bad at life in general. Yet somehow he always comes out unscathed. Like he literally declared bankruptcy like 2 times or something, and yet he's still making a living on Twitch. Like, how does this guy who has failed so much, like if someone has failed as much as DSP did, like they would not even be doing like Twitch or YouTube as a career, yet DSP just keeps chugging along. Yeah, DSP is a classic lolcow.
He also beat off on stream once while wearing a Sonic.
Oh
hat.
yeah, he literally jacked off on stream, and like after he let go, he's like, "Oh, the camera's rolling. The camera's rolling."
Dreamy Bowl. It was a Dreamy Bowl reference. It was a reference to hit anime Dreamy Bowl.
Dreamy Bowl was intentionally doing it. DSP was completely oblivious. Oh, Phil, like you see that like the thing with lolcows is like you don't provoke them. You literally just let them sit. Like, we like lolcows because they're doing it naturally. They're not. No one's like.
We don't talk about modern Christian. I can't keep up.
No, we don't talk about modern Christian anymore. In fact, although speaking of lolcows, the Twitch lolcow scene really makes me sad because it's like they're clearly like what's that one guy? It's not Drew Gooden. It's like what's that? There's this one like TikTok lolcow who he's like he had like an abusive home life, but he's saying he's a celebrity when all he does is do jack diddly shit on TikTok.
I think there's a few. Daniel Larson.
Daniel Larson,
yes, I've no.
Daniel Larson's like too fucking sad to laugh at. He's not even funny.
Isn't he got arrested? He's like in jail right now.
Yeah, he got arrested and it fucking.
And then there's one TikTok. Then there's just that one other TikTok guy. Like, he claims he's the king of New York, but lately he's had a huge alcohol problem.
World of
T-shirts. Like,
dude, I can order a capybara from China.
Yeah,
a capybara stuffed animal, but still.
Capybara, coconut doggy.
Heroin recipe.
I got a Glock in my Rari.
17, she fine. I wonder when she'll be. Dude, there was an extended version where the entire. Well, it wasn't AI, but like it was that entire scene with the full song, and now I can't find it. Rest in peace to the full Family Guy Glock in my Rari full cover.
Anyway,
not AI though. No AI. Biscuit, why are you waving? Do you have something to say?
What?
Do you have something to say?
Was I waving?
Yeah.
Wait, how do I even? Emote. There's a wave emote? What?
Yeah, you were doing a wave emote earlier. But yeah, like honestly, like I don't know, like lolcow culture.
I've just been spamming the soundboard.
I don't know. As an outside looking in, like lolcows on TikTok they just don't seem right compared to like maybe I'm just getting old and bitter. I'm not saying I'm not like one of those like lolcow enthusiasts. Like, yeah, I do occasionally read Kiwi Farm from time to time, but just like I don't know, TikTok I don't know. This is just like me comparing 4chan to Soy Jack Party at this point, where it's just like, am I just getting too old for this shit?
I have not been on Soy Jack Party or
The
fucking.
last time I ever went on was like someone posted a thread where it's just a bunch of polar bear gifs, and honestly, it was actually a good thread. Like, I'll give Subject Party this. You guys had a good polar bear gif thread. Wasn't total cancer. All right.
Yeah.
Going from a half decent post from an awful website, let's talk about a man who burned himself in the name of Reddit karma.
Honestly, let's not even talk about that one. That one, there's not even anything to talk about. It's just sad.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's a situation where
I mean, he left. Apparently he had a wife and kids. Like,
Why
would you leave behind your wife and kids?
So caught up in his like ideology that he just like.
yeah, I'm gonna log off today.
Okay. That was our. I guess I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that was one of our topics for people who are really excited about that.
The one the one nigga.
It's like, I can't believe Dojo the podcast didn't talk about Aaron Bush. It's like man. It's like, Biscuit Bob has a good point.
Actually, we did talk about it. We just talked about how we wouldn't talk about it.
That's true. I mean, like,
true. I'm sure
my 2 cents is like, I get. I mean, if you want to be political, fine, but like. It's like when you have a wife and kids. I mean, did he have a wife and kids? Is that true? Did he have a wife and kids?
I don't know. I didn't look it up. I mean, that's what people said, but
I'm looking it up. Because I heard he had. I mean, let me go find it. Let me look it up before I. Come on, fuck! I should just use Safari since it was already open. All right, Aaron Bushnell, wife and. There we go. Did he have a wife and kids? They say family, but because like if he did have a wife and kids, then bro, this was not fucking worth it, man. Like imagine leaving your wife and kids for like, oh, I'm gonna go perform. It's like if you're doing a peaceful protest, fine, but you literally decided I want to fucking kill myself in the name of political activism, like you're not protest. I mean, okay, I mean, you're not like that fucking monk who set himself on fire in like the Rage Against the Machine cover.
That was in Kirby. That was a real guy. That was during the Vietnam War.
I know, but like he was in a shit. He was. Oh, I know that.
It would be really.
Wife.
Who's playing those soundboards?
I'm not. I have all the soundboards muted. Like I'm trying to find out. Did this guy have a wife and kids? Because if it's true he had a wife and kids, like this was not fucking worth it, man. Like okay. Who is Aaron Bushell's wife? Okay. Aaron. Blah blah blah. Okay. People knew. And it was
all
like,
right.
Fuck, man. I'm just trying to find out if this guy had a wife and kids, because if he did, this was not fucking worth it.
I remember I saw an edit where it was just like the scorpion fatality being done on him, which I was
I've seen all the ones where like the face of him screaming while he's burning it turned into a soy jack.
All right. Wait a minute. As per reports, Aaron Bushnell was married to a lady since 2021 when he joined Air Force as an engineer, and the couple had 2 children together. Oh my gosh, this guy did have a wife and kids. You idiot! You left behind your wife and kids in the name of a war that literally could care less about you.
In the name of a war that we have no part in.
That we have no part in. Like, you left behind your wife and kids. Like, I understand, if the military kind of drafts you out to, do a little base thing. But, like, you literally were in the U.S. with your wife and kids, and you decide, I'm going to go leave them behind in political activism. Like, I hope that fucking vet check covers their future, man.
Oh, it won't. The VA loves to fuck people over.
This is the worst part.
In the video in the video he recorded, he like denounces his military service. He denounces the United States. So like,
why did you just quit the military then? Why did you
they would have been like, okay, he's a conscientious objector. We're not paying his family anything. Lol, bozo.
Fuck. Why didn't you just quit the military then if you didn't like working in the military and you thought you were killing people? Like, fuck. Did you not watch any fucking movies?
So here's the deal. Here's how this
there's
stuff
also
goes.
war documentaries and like shit.
No.
And there's also like things based on a true story. So like, did you know?
All right. So check this out. This is how this stuff goes. Basically, people can get like super like basically it's deception. Like when you're being deceived about something, you don't realize you're being deceived. So you think that you're in the right and you're not. And then it leads to you making the most insane in like totally makes no sense whatsoever, and you think it makes sense because you're being deceived. It's how, and it's work not just for like crazy stuff like what this guy did. This happens to a lot of stuff in like more everyday life where people like just have a mindset about something, and they like they'd be willing to die on that hill if you like got into an argument with them, even though it makes no sense.
Fair enough, I guess.
And I'm not going to bring up any examples because likely it'll start a big argument.
I mean, like if this guy had like nothing else to. I mean, okay, no. First of all, don't kill yourself, guys. I know life can be bad, but don't kill yourself.
Like, I've already got the gun right here. I could just.
Crusades, you're gonna meet a beautiful wife. She will love you forever. You guys are gonna have like beautiful children.
No, I won't. I'm scared of women. You're making me want to do it more. I don't like women.
Crusades, you'll find a woman.
Okay, you'll meet a beautiful guy. You'll meet a beautiful guy.
You will adopt. Either. What the fuck?
Okay, fine. You will found a Shiba Inu farm full of nothing but Shiba Inus.
I don't want to run a puppy mill. That's even worse.
Fuck, Crusades, you got okay. What do you like? What do you like besides Shiba Inu?
Hey, Crusades, I got you. Crusades, I got you. You're going to receive a pallet full of rare guns for free.
Oh. Huh? Yeah, Crusades. If you keep living, you'll receive more guns.
Exactly.
Like
we did it, chat.
I get there's a lot of terrible shit in the world, and we all want to do something about it. But you know, there's more to life than just like militant political activism. You know?
No, there isn't. Anyways, next topic.
Okay. Do we have any more topics?
Moving on from e-celebs. What was the other topic?
That was it. That was our other topic, the Aaron Bushnell thing.
What else has happened? What else has
happening in the world? I guess. There's a new Ryan Gosling movie coming out next week. At the time of recording this.
Fall Guys, right?
Yeah, the Fall Guy.
Now there is a movie coming up March 15th that I cannot name on this podcast, but that I am very excited to see.
What is it?
I cannot name it on this podcast, but if you look up movies coming out March 15th and go down the list, I'm sure you will be able to deduce which one I am talking about.
Okay, movie coming out March.
Yo, Dune. Actually, wait, no, we can't talk about Dune yet. I haven't seen it.
I
haven't watched Dune either.
Not Dune.
Dude, I'm so hyped for Dune. Like, oh my gosh.
Guys, the last Airbender TV show came out.
I watched that. It was really good.
TV shows. Did you guys see the trailer for the Fallout TV show?
No. Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Oh my god! So
I didn't see that.
It looked awful. The worst part
I did watch the last Airbender, and it was awesome.
The Fallout TV show is going to be canon, like to the Fallout universe.
Oh my gosh! They made a trailer for Borderlands. I didn't see the Borderlands trailer.
That also looks awful. Kevin Hart is in it.
Okay, Crusades. I've looked up movies coming out March 15th, 2024, and I found nothing. Like, what am I supposed to be looking for? Like, what's the joke?
Look up American Society of.
I see it. I see it.
Not this.
I fucking see it. Oh, Lord. What is this? What is this even about? Justice, blah blah blah. A comedy about a young man, Aaron, who is recruited into a secret society of magical black people dedicated their lives to cause of utmost importance, making white people's.
Wait.
What the fuck is this?
Wait, what's the main character's name again?
Aaron, Aren.
This is ironic.
So I will be taking a group of my finest gentlemen to go down to our local theater and go to the Oh, the ticket counter. Yes, hello, madam. May I have 5 of the finest seats in the house to the American Society of Magical Knit.
Fair enough, I guess. Shit! I just know a topic. Kanye West released a new album. Did any of you guys listen to it?
Oh, I listened. Oh my god!
No,
thank
I
you for
don't
bringing
care
that
about
up.
Kanye.
Shut up.
Well, we skipped over the Airbender.
No,
we'll go back to Airbender later. We'll go back to Airbender.
This is important. I listened to that album. It's actually like, all right. It's not like the greatest. It had some really good songs.
It's not Jesus.
Honestly, it's honestly, I listened to the album. It's not his best, but it's not his worst. Like it's it's all right. It's all right.
Like, and also, Crusades. Do not. If you're one of those kinds who try to overrate Jesus, I will literally use my laser eyes and like blow you to pieces.
I've never actually.
I liked Jesus. I liked it.
Never actually listened to Jesus. I just know that it's the meme, so that's what I said.
All right. Well, okay. Don't. I swear, I get super.
I like Jesus.
Okay, here's the thing. I listened to Jesus. It had good songs. People overrate the fuck out the album. If you come to me and say something, good about 808s, you're my friend. Because 808s is a good album. 808s is a good album that not a lot of people care to listen to.
I like Late Registration and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Those are.
I like anything from College Dropout to Dark Fantasy is like Kino peak.
Mm-hmm. Life of Pablo had some hit or misses, but it was a decent one.
It had No More Parties in LA, which is like,
oh, that's a good one. Waves is also good as well.
Waves. I should listen to that again. Fade was pretty good. Ultralight Beam and Famous. Real Friends. Oh, I need to listen to that again.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people seem to like the new Ye album, but except Anthony Fantano, he refuses to listen to it.
Nobody cares.
Damn it! See, yeah, Anthony Fantano fell off.
I mean, I only liked Anthony Fantano when he was That Is the Plan. That was the only time I ever liked Anthony Fantano, because That Is the Plan kind of inspired the way I did my YouTube videos nowadays.
See, and then he got Trolls Remorse, like iDubbbz did.
He got Trolls Remorse, and get this, Fantano said he won't review the new Kanye album because Kanye said some terrible and some terrible shit. Which, by the way, yes, what Kanye said was fucking terrible. But like,
really,
you know who else?
I don't think it was all that bad.
But here's the thing: a bunch of music artists have said and done terrible things. R. Kelly peed on children. 6ix9ine, it's self-explanatory, and he reviewed those albums.
Yeah,
but God forbid he review a Kanye West album. I mean,
you forget
got celebrities, you got rappers who sing about killing people and who've probably done some murder in their lifetime. And Mel and Fantano will gladly review those albums because what? Because what? They didn't say they. But we'll gladly review those.
They didn't have the correct opinion.
But I'm sorry, like, why does he draw a line at Ye? Like,
you forget that
separate art from the artist, dude.
You forget that
honestly,
you forget that this is the same guy who rated. You forget that this is the same guy who rated Dark Fantasy a fucking 6.
Yeah,
he rated He effectively called Dark Fantasy arguably Kanye's second to third best album mid. He called that album mid.
That is true, but then again, Fantano also he doesn't like a lot of rock either, so it's like, yeah. And he also said a country song called "Try That in a Small Town" is terrible because my politics.
Try That in a Small Town sounds like a shitty song to begin with.
Honestly, it's just
for Jason Aldean. That's a pretty normal country song.
Yeah, but like everyone's having an issue because like, oh, this guy's inciting violence. It's like,
if you do try, genuinely, like as a small town American myself, if someone like punched my grandma, I would kill them. Like that's a
honestly
pretty
true. Honestly,
genuinely, he's not wrong.
Basically, what I'm saying is like Anthony Fantano is not a valid music critic anymore. I mean, I really liked him when he was Bad As the Plan, but then like he got trolls remorse, and it's just like I feel like he lost credibility the moment he said, "I will not review the new Kanye album because
his credibility died when he rated Dark Fantasy a 6.
Again, I am not defending Kanye. What Kanye did was terrible. What he said was terrible. But like, I feel like as a music critic, you should review an album regardless, and give an opinion. And by the way, he's still reviewed an album on stream, so it's like, okay, now you're just a fucking hypocrite, Fantano. You're a fucking hypocrite.
Didn't he review like a Burzum album? But he definitely probably has reviewed a Burzum album before knowing him.
Burzum album.
Burzum. Is like it's essentially a bunch of an Icelandic metal band that's run by a neo-Nazi.
Is that the guy with the lead singer who burned down the church?
He burnt down churches, killed some dude.
Yeah,
and
he did. He reviewed music. He reviewed one of their albums back in the day, and he literally said, "Let's separate art from the artist." Like that.
I mean,
that was cool.
David Allen Coe beat a man to death in prison with a hammer and still listen to his music.
Exactly. It's like, why are you drawing a line at Kanye? Like, what? That's just blatant double standards. Like, again, what Kanye said was terrible, but like, just because, how does that make him any different from any other musicians that have done terrible shit? Like, how does that make him any different?
And also,
and you could make the argument, Kanye has no remorse. Well, so do a bunch of other musicians. Like Morrissey, he's pretty much a militant vegan and said he would be okay if humanity resort to cannibalism because meat's terrible. That's literally Morrissey's argument.
Oh yes, we should not be doing this to animals, but to each other.
Yeah, so, Morrissey. Like I love the Smiths, but Morrissey can be a huge tool.
I think John Lennon deserved it. I would have shot John Lennon too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's. And I guess another music-related news. Alkaline Trio released a new album, and it was really freaking cool. K-Swiss would probably be. I wonder if. Green Day released a new album. Is that any good? Did anyone listen to any new Green Day stuff?
I have not listened to rap
music. See, the thing about Green Day is that like they were never about like rebelling against society or anything. Green Day's always just been about being mad at your parents.
Honestly, I can see that. I mean, the only time they've ever been mad at society was like the Bush era with American Idiot.
See, the thing about like all those like punk bands from the '90s is that they sold out, but they still pretend that it's the '90s, and they still think that they're like young and fighting the system when it's like they are the system now.
The system is.
I hate to admit it, but as a big punk fan, you're kind of right.
It's like Rage Against the Machine is the machine now. Like they did that whole
Rage Against
like
the Machine is now the machine. Instead of saying "fuck you, I won't do what you tell me," they say "fuck you, I will do what you tell you," or something like that.
No, they're like "fuck you," but please vote Democrat, please vote blue, please vote for the establishment.
I know. I mean, I gotta give big. I mean,
That's,
at least
okay,
Killer Mike. Killer Mike stood by his beliefs.
Part.
Like when a lot of these celebrities that were anti-Trump, they pretty much sucked off Hillary Clinton to the moon back, even though they were like big Bernie bros. But then once
the funny part is that they're like, quote unquote, we're anti the system, but they actively and vocally support the establishment. Like it's literally called the establishment. Like brother, what?
I will give credit where credit's due. Killer Mike, even though he's like a huge anti-Trump guy, but he's also a big Bernie bro. When Bernie dropped out of the race, he did not support Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton. He's just like fuck this shit. Killer Mike, by the way, he's one of the members of Run the Jewels, which I really like. I love Run the Jewels.
I'm actually surprised you know.
The funny thing about Bernie is that in 2016 he's like, "Oh, the millionaires and the billionaires," and then after he dropped out, he kept all the donation money for his campaign. And then you see, after 2016, he never went on about the millionaires. He was only about the billionaires, because he himself is now a millionaire. So
I never liked Bernie. He was just too shady for me. I never liked Bernie.
The thing about Bernie is he's also like fucking like he's as old as Biden. He's just about fucking as mentally incompetent.
Sure, but yeah. So Sophia, what'd you say about Killer Mike?
I'm surprised to even know about him because when he won that Grammy, I had no clue who the fuck Killer Mike was.
I knew him because he was in Run the Jewels. So have you listened to Run the Jewels?
No, I have not. I was more concerned of why Travis or Drake hadn't won.
I'm actually happy Killer Mike won.
The only new song I liked in 2023 was "I'm Just Ken."
True.
Yo, Ken.
I have.
Oh yeah,
I have the hoodie.
Barbie has been nominated for an Oscar, and Ryan Gosling's gonna perform "I'm Just Ken."
Hold on, Kirby. Did I send you the picture of me wearing it?
Yes, dude.
With the riot shield. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, that is fucking incredible, man. We are all enough. Honestly, I've only seen like 2 Oscar-nominated films: "Killers of the Flower Moon" and "Barbie."
I thought, unironically, I really liked Barbie.
I agree. I love the Barbie movie.
I saw Wonka recently.
No, I didn't watch it.
I thought that was pretty alright. It was pretty fun.
I heard Wonka was a lot better than the trailers made it out to be.
Yeah, it definitely was. Like when I was going into it, I thought, okay, this is kind of gonna suck. But then the movie goes on, and it's just fun. Like it's just a fun, whimsical, silly movie. It's enjoyable.
Was the unknown in
That's
there?
neat.
Was the unknown in there?
Oh, do we? Oh, we should have talked about the Willy Wonka. I don't know if we should have talked about it because there's nothing else to be. Like, what else can we add to the Willy Wonka experience that hasn't already been said?
I haven't actually heard anything about the Willy Wonka experience. I've seen like the memes about it, but I don't actually know like.
Well, let's explain it.
It was literally.
I watched a video about it. There's really not much to say. It was just someone made a scam, and
a lot of people really
started talking about it.
Oompa Girls.
It's just the Ireland. Is Glasgow in Ireland?
It's basically some scam artist who did
Glasgow's
nothing but
Ireland.
a bunch of AI artwork, and like it's like Ed and Eddie put more effort into their scams. Ed and Eddie put more effort into their scams.
It's an AI generated event. That had like $5 put into it. It's essentially just the Irish child's basically baby's first Fire Fest.
Oh yeah, baby! It's like Fire Fest.
I don't think was that event like associated with the movie at all, or was it just like?
No, it wasn't associated with the movie.
If you guys haven't seen the movie, it was fun. I would recommend it. I saw the Mean Girls remake. I thought that was pretty alright.
Yeah. But anyways, let's go back to Airbender before we end the cast. Crusades, what do you guys say about and then Biscuit, what do you guys say about Last Airbender? Tell us about Last Airbender.
It was pretty darn good. Oh,
the live action show?
Yeah. I was impressed with it.
I've heard a lot of bad things about it.
It's not gonna. Okay, well, obviously it's not gonna top the cartoon, and it's not as long as the cartoon, so it's not gonna like have as much time to like really get stuff across, right? And they're not like trying to do world building, because the cartoon was great because all the world building that was like a big part of it. This it's an already established world. They're not doing world building. They're trying to cover the story. So they actually did a great job of doing the story in a timely manner and covering a lot of ground really fast without it feeling too rushed.
The only time I ever saw The Last Airbender was when it was on Cartoon Network just before new Clone Wars episodes, way back when.
We're talking about the live action Netflix series, not the movie.
Oh.
I saw the movie in theaters. I liked it as a kid for some reason because I was going for this weird. I can't believe. I feel like the cinephile signs are already showing. I was in this weird phase where I thought the movie was just. I don't know. I just liked every movie I ever saw, and then like growing up, I realized, holy shit, this movie fucking sucks.
You know what's a great movie? It's an old live action make of a cartoon series, or actually, really an anime series.
What?
Speed Racer.
Oh, I heard that's actually pretty good.
That's got to be one of the best movies of all time. It's outstanding in every way. It's the perfect racing movie. I remember I had the Hot
Wheels parts for that movie.
What?
I had the UB Funkies crossover. Oh my god! Remembers UB Funkies.
Yeah, the UB Funkies. I have never met another living soul other than my brother who knows what UB Funkies is.
Dude, I still have my UB Funkies in my closet.
I think I have a few of them somewhere.
Dude, I was obsessed with those things back then.
All right, here I'm gonna stream a quick clip of the Speed Racer movie, and you'll see what I mean. Give me a second to pull one up.
I remember seeing the movie.
I believe you, man. I believe you.
No,
I remember I I had the Hot Wheels.
You're gonna
car.
go from I believe you to oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Dude, I was obsessed with UV Funkies back in the day.
I remember I think I got pretty far into it. You had to like collect the different like gems or whatever. Like,
yeah, you did. I never. I didn't know that. I forgot they had a story mode. I never fucking completed the story mode. I just played the games.
So the story mode was like if you got like high enough scores in the mini games, you got like like pieces of crystals, right?
Yeah.
And I think I had gotten like most of one
watch
of the.
This.
Chris basically wants to show us Speed Racer the movie. It is lagging, man. This is complete and utter lag. Okay, this is some weird ass effects. These are some really weird ass effects. Okay.
Remember, this was made in like the early 2000s.
Oh, there was also a DS game for this.
This reminds me, I forgot to tell you, I watched Madam Web the other week.
Oh, how was it? How was Madam Web?
Genuinely horrible.
Oh my gosh.
I was not believing. I honestly shouldn't have. I should have. It was literally like the mute. It was.
Alright, check it out. This is where the racing part starts. Watch this.
It had like a scene.
It looks like Spy Kids CGI.
It was the early 2000s.
Same time period. Same time period. But like they still did a great job with it. It looks really bad because this YouTube video is in really bad quality, but
I feel like I could get a seizure from those zebra paintings.
The zebras. Why is it's like are zebras just horses but like different?
I'm gonna go quicker.
This looks incredibly corny.
Oh,
Part of it is because the video quality is really, really bad. Like the actual movie is like the effects are great.
I'll have to actually see the movie.
Because there was a DS racing game for it. There was the UV Funkies, and then there was the Hot Wheels cars. And I think
I had a couple McDonald's toy. I had a McDonald's toy of Speed Racer actually.
I had a couple of the Hot Wheels cars, and I had the UV Funky for it.
Nice.
I think that was actually one of my most played games in UV Funkies, racing one.
Nice. If UV Funkies was still around, were still around, they'd definitely cross over with Nier Automata. Because no, they can't. They can't do that because.
Why would you say that?
Because Nier Automata's been crossing over with literally everything except Fortnite.
They should
knock on wood.
No, but if anything, if Nier is going to get a collaboration, I want Father Nier in Fortnite. Like if Nier is going to collaborate with Fortnite, bring Father Nier to Fortnite. I'd pay for that skin.
I want to be with like jiggle physics.
Like the season 6 fucking what was the one skin they added titty physics to in Fortnite? And
Calamity.
Calamity, yep.
Calamity. But yeah, like honestly, that's not gonna happen because my tastes are just so fucking niche. Like honest to God. Calamity, Fortnite.
Uh oh. Soviet, what have we done?
It's I mean, it's a cowboy skin. It's a cowboy skin.
So you understand. So like when that season first dropped, it had that skin in the battle pass. They added jiggle physics to her chest.
I hate the icon where they have no jacket. Like what the fuck is that shit? That looks like this looks like Kesha. She stopped trying.
Is Kesha still alive?
I think. I was heard about on the news if she died.
I've not heard.
Yeah, I think she just kind of like she was like big in the 2000s and 2010s, and then she just fell off the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
No, Kesha's still alive. She's.
I like.
I want to go back to the punk topic real quick. You know what? I hate to say this, but I think e-punk is the new punk.
Oh, like e-punk is
the new. Yes, because it's not establishment based. The mainstream is scared by it, and
I don't like. I'm not a big fan of Negative XP, but if we're talking incel core, I like a lot of Crust Socks and
Crust Socks is really good. Do you like Jezebel Gabbergably?
No, I haven't heard of him.
Oh man, I love Jezebel Gabbergably.
Do you listen to Zarbamba?
Yeah, I like Cesar Bomba. I like Cesar Bomba. I like him. His music's good. What about Heartbreaker? Do you like Heartbreaker?
A little bit, yeah.
It's cool. I just discovered Edgemaster42. Yes, that is his name.
Brother,
Somebody clip that.
The thing about like the incel core scene is that community does have a lot of infighting, and so I just
I just learned about that. I just learned about the incel core infighting.
I don't keep up with it. I just listen to the music.
I do too. I just listen to the music as well. I was like, but when I'm like, oh hey, there's a subreddit for e-punk. I don't like to use the term incel core. I like e-punk better because it's just more approachable that way. But I found out there's a e-punk subreddit. I'm like, oh hey, what's this about? And I see all the info. I'm like, oh shit. Apparently, Negative XP, like, he ended up disowning a lot. He quote unquote disowned a lot of his old stuff, which a lot of his fan base, like, they didn't like diss him for that. It's just like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, like that's like the only reason they're there is because of the.
He resented Virgin Fest, which, by the way, Virgin Fest did nothing wrong. It's just a bunch of people coming together to listen to music. Like honestly,
I don't know
the worst thing e-punk has ever done was infighting, but that was literally about it. Because I mean, I mean, Jezebel Gabergably, like a couple of years ago, that was my top Spotify artist. Like, I love Happy Sun and Gaberger. I love those albums. Yeah. So, do we have any other topics?
I don't know, actually.
All right. Okay, because we have reached an hour and 30 minutes.
I think that's good enough.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the end. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another exciting episode of Dogelore the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I'm a Kirby, better known as Ampho Sirens on YouTube. Everybody else, please introduce yourself one last time.
I am Soviet Solomon Penguins. Signing out.
All right. The rest of you guys, who are you?
This is Biscuit Boy 1776 signing out.
And finally,
I've been Crusades. Dogelore the podcast is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all for listening. Have a good day, night, afternoon, wherever you're listening to this. Bye.
Like, share, subscribe, support the Patreon. PayPal me $7,000 US.
Yes.
Shiba Inu.
Shiba Inu.